Hello Internet people, we're going to do a quick update on our S65 DCT swapped E46 that we're calling the GTR Clone. And for those of you who can't make it to our forum post, I'll make a short video for you. Since we started this in mid-December, we've come a long way. We've had two versions of the motor mounts and two versions of the transmission mounts, but we have the drivetrain dropped in. It is a pure bolt-in affair, nothing has to be cut. The motor mounts are in place. We have a steering shaft that we made that's E-pass steering column. We had the rolled radiator before. Brad's got the coolant reservoir mounted. We still need to mount the three-way MCS reservoirs, but that's the least of our problems. We've done a good bit of work on the actual S65 itself. New water pump. Some other things we've done inside, reliability things. We have new valve covers from Emporium. We haven't installed yet. The throttle bodies have been cleaned. There's a lot of firewall work we did back here. Brad cleaned up some old work, covered up some holes, these two ovals. That actually just fit. This is an E92 harness, and y'all welded up a hole and ground that smooth and cleaned up around the strut towers. We've got a booster in. We've got the E46 M3 master cylinder here. Brad made this firewall cover in this one, and this one he cut a hole for the other side of the E92 M3 body harness, which will run the Mark 60 E5 ABS unit. A lot of time was spent on wiring that you don't see a lot of it here because most of it is over here. Of the 51-pound E92 M3 wiring harness, this was all removed, about 36 pounds worth, that we don't need, having to do with doors and windows and stereo and just the typical crap that's in a E92 M3. All right, in the last 6 weeks, not only has the drivetrain been mounted, we've got a lot of work done in here. This is a hard motorsport firewall panel. We had the E-pass column from a Prius up to a 2010 model. That's been in place. This is just a circle track roll bar mount for the column. We did get a Momo steering wheel. We've got a Bodywork paddle shifters and button holders for these little small buttons. Brad made this panel. We've got the E92 M3 shifter mounted, and once you can use that for shifting. This is part of the wiring harness that Brad slimmed down. This is the fuse panel, and from the E92 M3. We've got a little bit more wiring on that side too. We'll use their ABS wiring and as little as possible, but there was a lot of wiring that went to the shifter and some other things. There's a brake switch that just showed up. We've also fitted these doors to fit around the cage. A little bit of work on some of the carbon panels. There's been a little bit of work on the roof. Still needs a little repair work. This was a never installed, but it got damaged, carbon roof. These weigh about 6 pounds. So that saved, we pulled like a 24-pound roof out, not including the sunroof cassette, which is like 74 pounds. But yeah, these doors are 11 pounds, really light. Some DTM mirrors from a rally shop in Poland where we got these. So we've done a lot of little stuff. There's a lot going on with spindles and control arms, which I'll show in the forum post. We basically are going to upgrade the front to M3 spindles and control arms, and that'll let us do a big brake kit we're trying to create as well. So a lot of the body work. This is the Flossman front fenders. We have the skirts, the front and rear bumper covers. We let the rear fender flares go from the Flossman kit because they didn't like them and they weren't big enough. We needed a little bit more width. So we have something coming from Clinched. It's one of Clinch's over fenders, and I'll show that here for an E46 coupe. It's not going to be big enough. It's 60 millimeters, and we need about 40 millimeters more. So we'll do a secondary flare that kind of matches the front flare. It'll look right. It'll look like a GTR, but not be as aerodynamically ugly. 1812 wheels all the way around, 315 tire. Probably a Yokohama AO52 as usual. All the big players have come out with new tires, Bridgestone, Vtor, and none of them are as fast as the Yokohama. So we're going to keep that for time trial. This oil cooler is going to go away. We have another setup we'll put together with two oil coolers, one for the engine oil and one for the DCT cooler. That'll go in the lower grill, and then we'll have an over-the-top air cleaner that'll pull from, so the air filter, which will be mounted about here, will feed from the two grills, and all the radiator airflow will come from the lower grille. Carbon hood cleaned up good, something we bought in, I think, 21. That cleaned up nicely. So I'm encouraged. It looks kind of like hammered poo right now. We have a lot of stuff sitting here. These are control arms. There's the Happy Cactus interface for the ABS signal conversion. That's all here. I just ordered new headlight covers because these are just beat to hell. So it may go on track in April. I don't know if we'll make our first event that we wanted to, but it won't probably be painted for a hot minute, but we do have plans for that this season. So I'm encouraged. There's a lot that's happened since middle of December, and it's only February 2nd. So hopefully we'll have the car on track in a couple months.